Finding, renovating, and then renting old properties is always an adventure. These are my experiences. I'll cut in a door right here so it'll be like a pantry, a little pantry. This kitchen in particular is really short on cabinet space because we've got this door that swings so our cabinets can go from the window over there and then over here, but we've got a refrigerator, an oven. Over here we've got a dishwasher, and so there's barely any cabinet space. So having that little pantry cabinet I think will help a lot, and probably only take me a couple hours to do. The cabinet blocking in, got the floor joist reinforced there where they notched them out, patched in the floor up above. Got my pantry cabinet doorway cut in and framed out. Decided to jump back downstairs and put in the dividing wall. So what I did yesterday is I got a separation that's going to separate each unit, and then separate the mechanical room from the units. And what I did, I put plywood on it, and it's not, I don't usually put plywood on walls, but because it's more of a security wall, I put plywood so they just, they can't kick through the drywall if they break in. But this down here, so what I did is there's at least an inch, the floor slopes in all different directions, so it's at least an inch to up to almost 2 inches in some areas of clearance, so that if I ever want to hose down the floor or anything like that, the water just kind of flows freely. I got the doors on. I had to cut these guys down quite a bit. One thing I learned a long time ago, though, if you're cutting more than like an inch off of a door, to take it off the top. So it took me a few hours to do both these doors. So I had to cut them down, then I had to cut the frames down and put them all back together. But if you cut off the bottom, you end up with a doorknob that's really low. So everything here is normal height, but it does take a little bit extra time. We've got to jump over here to the bathroom and replace this subfloor. Obviously the toilet had leaked for a long time, and you kind of smell the urine soaked into the subfloor. I mean, it wasn't leaking recently, but just another one of those things that kind of contributes to weird smells and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get this subfloor all cut out. I'm in the upper bathroom. I got the lower one done, and what I ran into when I was measuring this out before I get ready to install the tub was the distance here was like 59.5, and it's got to be pretty much exactly 60. I got one of these tubs here. I really like these tubs. They have the snap-in wall system, but anyway, these things, measured out here real quick, are pretty much dead on 60. So they don't give you any room to mess around. So the issue though in here was I had 60, like 60.5 up at the top, and then 59.5 at the bottom. Okay, got the underlayment down, tub slipped right in, went really good. It's nice and snug. I didn't have to fight it, but I got it nice and snug, so I don't have to worry about any gaps with the walls. But I do know once I get up to the top, there's going to be some issues that I'm going to have to deal with, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. I got that back wall done. So all in all, this took me about 4 hours, which, including that rebuild there, which isn't too bad. Not having done this stuff in about 10 years, past month and a half has been kind of rough, but I think I'm finally kind of starting to get my mojo back here. So anyway, that's it for this bathroom. Now I got to move on into the bedroom. It's dark in here, but this is the one that had that rotted header. So this is the next project, see if I can get this knocked out. All right, quick video. So you can see this was a double. I pulled the front one out, but there's no support under it. When I first was looking at how I was going to do this, I was going to put a temporary wall just a couple feet back so I could work and to brace up the roof. I mean, that's the eave there, so that's supporting the roof structure. But when I reached over here and kind of grabbed it, it just, the whole stud, everything just wiggled around. And so I realized it's all rotted out and it wasn't supporting anything. So I just decided not to waste the time with any kind of roof support, and I just pulled it out since it wasn't doing anything anyway. So yeah, kind of crazy. I mean, it's taking the roof load there, but it's just all the sheeting and everything else kind of holding it together. So anyway, I thought that was kind of crazy. So made it easy for me though. So real quick, I just wanted to take a look at these columns because I'm going to take them down to the level of the deck. But you can see the supports holding the deck up are, that one's almost gone. This one's in halfway decent shape, but over here I got to this one and you can't even see the supports in there anymore. And they're just completely rotted out. So look at this brick. It just, every single brick just lifts off like that. The mortar is basically like freaking sand. So anyway, that's how to get these things out. I don't know how safe it is standing up here, but I feel like it's not going to just instantly go on me. So I'm going to keep going. So I started on this upper balcony yesterday and got rained out. I just wasn't prepared for it at I don't know, around 1 o'clock. So right there, it's just kind of a fake beam. There's actually a 2x10 inside of all that that runs to a post base up on the top of that thing. I don't know if we can see it there, but so I wanted a gap for all the water to run around, so I put a post base up there, set the 2x10s. There's a double 2x8 out front. You can't see it because I got it kind of enclosed, but it's a double 2x8 hanging off the 2x10s.